Hello, welcome to Garden Chronicles. My name is James David, and today I'll be showcasing a koi garden in one Utama Shopping Centre. And here I would like to emphasize on the plants that are featured here in this setup. These plants are featured as rainforest tropical zone plants, most often found at the lowland forest canopy shrubs and forest dwellers. I must say that the main element here is actually these man-made waterfall features that actually be considered as one of the most amazing factor, as this really regulates all the good constant humidity around for these indoor plants cultivated in these areas. Coming back to the plant features here, this is actually a peace lily plant, appears to be a giant variety where the inflorescence appears to be very huge. I do find that these are now grown under a purple light. Perhaps it's more for the ultraviolet lighting feature that helps them to grow better. Personally, I have some challenges growing peace lily plant. Sometimes they do tend to have burns when they're exposed to strong lights, especially upon the open sun. Another factor here is that often the other challenges are they rarely bloom, and so it can be a challenging plant. So, however, I noticed that these plants are doing very well in this condition. This is known as Monstera borgiana, considering a highly sought after plant one time ago, and it was extremely popular and expensive. This is considered as a climbing aroid plant, very much similar like a philodendron species. You will also find peace lilies and agloanemas planted here and there. However, in real life, in the forest floor, most of these plants will be actually in competition and growing and overlapping with each other. So this is one of the factors that you must take note of. Another unique feature which I always find that when it comes to forest floor plants, they are always green, evergreen plants, and that is true in this nature, where you always find that because of lacking of sunlight, they often display a non-colorization plants. Another main special feature used here for planting medium, which is known as biochar. Biochar is actually a charcoal-based material in small particles and are also planted together here with normal soil. This helps for better development for the root growth and for plant cultivation condition, especially here. You will also find various types of palm trees planted here, grown around this koi garden, which has a lot of unique features. And one of the things that I've actually noticed here is that these particular types of palm trees are not the common commercial type. Rather, it appears to be very unique in their foliage nature. Personally, I have not come across this particular palm tree. It appears to be very much like a shrub version, and I have not seen sold in any nursery in the ornamental section. However, this is actually very much a croton plant. It is actually a common plant. I believe it's also cultivated here. This appears to be to me as a cinnamon plant, a cassia species, which I find it that also incorporated in this particular garden. In my opinion, I find that this particular setup is very much created in more on like a rainforest jungle theme kind of a setup, where the plants are not heavily manicured in a way that it will look like a more on a cultivated manicured garden. However, I'm actually very impressed on the collection of the koi fish here. This particular collection of all the fish that is been displayed together with the unique feature of the waterfall, and this incorporation on this unique architectural display seems to be very much in a beauty kind of like a forest within the mall. And somehow I find that this is one of the rarest thing that I find anywhere else in any of the shopping malls, which I would consider a feat of a unique nature, where nature is incorporated inside a architectural building. Coming back to plants, this is a collection of earth star, chrysanthemum species. I also find a dwarf banana here, and I find that this is also incorporated in this particular part of the garden. And this is another type of palm tree. Appears to be more of a miniature like collection here. I can't really say whether all these plants were here way much better and they were constantly cultivated, or some of the plants may not have made it and they may have been replaced, and a new plant may have been introduced over time, over the years. But however, what I can say here is that it is still well managed, and you can see that most of the greenery here are looking very good and healthy, and somehow that is something to be considered a big deal and to be commented of. Now I'm actually showcasing a different floor level. Earlier it was more on a ground floor, and I want to make mention about this particular suspended bridge here within the mall, and to showcase that the view where all this greenery is at sight. Now we can see here, this is something of a root structure here, which I would consider not being emphasized very much. These are actually the roots of curtain vine, and if you notice, it's actually a singular plant which has produced a huge longitudinal cascading roots. And of course this appears to be more like a wine like, but however you can notice that I have not seen anywhere else where curtain wine has been actually showcased in this length. Actually, I think none of the roots have actually come to in this state apart from the banyan tree, but this is not actually a banyan tree. Also, another feature here is that you can also see that this particular philodendron plant has taken root upon the structure, the pillar here, the column that has been grown here. I'm not sure whether it's part and parcel of the garden feature here, but somehow I find that a lot of things this actually been allowed, and the beauty about this particular thing here is this particular curtain vine that is actually mostly overlooked, and I find that this is one of the main thing which I want to make emphasize, where the beauty of it is just so amazing. Here I want to show to you the view from the suspended bridge where I am standing from, and you can see a lot of greenery here that you can actually see at this void here where the plants is grown. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion of my video here, and this particular place where it is known as the One Utama Shopping Mall. Do check out the secret garden at the rooftop area. However, do take note that it's only open on Saturdays, Sundays and public holidays from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it's also free administration. However, if you were to go during any of the weekdays, it will be closed. So do bear in mind that it's only open on these particular days. Anyway, I come to the conclusion of my video. I hope you enjoyed the show here, and this is how I see as the unique features here in this particular mall garden, and I hope you enjoyed the show. If it's possible, please do click like and subscribe to my channel. That will help me to make more quality videos from here henceforth and would like to hear from you in the comment below. Take care and have a nice day. Bye.